Right. That's how I look at it. It's like, wow, it's really amazing that 20 people could choreograph and move in all those gyrations. But is anybody actually even really singing or playing, or is that even a song? That's how I see it, and it's how the king sees it as well. So, what else, Ed?
One final thing, the Queen biopic Bohemian Rhapsody is still going quite strong at theaters and should receive a bit of a boost this weekend. Are you ready for it? Question mark. Bohemian Rhapsody. And I'm not kidding. The sing-along edition. According to reports, the now Golden Globe winner is getting sing-along screenings at more than 750 North American theater locations beginning on Friday. The sing-along version will display song lyrics up on the screen, allowing viewers to participate, follow the bouncing Freddie Mercury.
Wait a minute.
I'm not kidding.
So you're telling me
I am.
This is going to happen theatrically?
Yes.
And they're going to roll this out theatrically in a version that's going to have lyrics come up on the screen during the music segments in the movie to encourage the paying audience in the theater to openly sing along in their seats.
You are not hallucinating.
That is one of the worst, most cringe, horrific, ridiculous things I ever heard in my life.
I'm buying you tickets.
That is awful. That stinks. Oh, are you serious?
But you never had those Disney sing-along? Well, I'm a child of the 80s. Those Disney sing-along videos?
Yeah, but not in a theater with other people around me wanting to.
Maybe it'll take on kind of like a horror picture show thing.
No, I was not into that either.
People dress up as their favorite member of Queen.
The movie's not like... Oh, that's horrible. Why would they allow that to happen?
Why?
They should not have allowed that. Oh, no. Don't do that. Not to this movie. Not to... Oh,
not
gosh.
to this band.
Gosh, that's terrible. Why would you do that? It's not that kind of movie. It's not a concert film. It's not a full musical. I mean, there's music moments in it, but oh, that's terrible.
Now, to be fair, I mean, the movie is still in over 1,000. This is a small percentage of the theaters. It's not like every screening is going to be this. But yeah, no, this is happening.
Man, that's bad. Like, you got to make sure that you don't go to that version if you're going to go buy the ticket. Mike, can you imagine if you didn't know this and you go into the movie and you're like, hey, I heard that movie's good. Let's go see it. And you sit there and then, you know, you're getting into the storyline of the movie. And then all of a sudden they go into a song and a bunch of tools jump up around you with their popcorn and start singing and dancing. Oh, demand a refund.
You would fucking hate that so much.
I'd go out of my mind. You know, you're getting into I don't want to hear the guy next to me singing. I want to hear the music of the film singing. I want to hear Freddie singing or whoever. I don't need the guy next to me singing. Man, that's bad. That's cringe to me. See, I can, and if you've seen the movie, you understand why it's even more cringe to me, because it's not that type of movie. To me, it's not the type of movie. It's not like from beginning to end, it's nonstop music. It's a story. It's a storyline. It's a movie. Now, the big crescendo at the end, the Live Aid thing, I can almost understand that. But don't tell me, like, while they're working out, another one bites the dust or whatever they showed in the movie. It's been a while since I've seen it, but you know, they play a couple bars of it and everyone jumps up and starts dancing that. Oh, God. Wow. I wish they didn't the movie was so successful. I understand they're going to try to, you're right. The Rocky Horror thing was a big deal that it still to this day plays in theaters and it's the audience participation and all that. I get that, that's a nice thing to be able to do because it keeps making money theatrically. It gets people to leave their house, especially when they're coming out on DVD. But come on. Don't do that. Let's hope it fails miserably and they just scrap that idea. And you can always, it's coming out in a couple weeks on DVD, Blu-ray, streaming, so you can always watch it in the comfort of your home and not have to endure somebody standing next to you, break into song, singing "I Want to Break Free" while you're trying to take in the movie.
Or sing along at home.
Home, do whatever the hell you want at home. I don't give a shit what you do at home. All right, I got a break here, right?
Yes, you do.
I got one more break, and then I got to come back, and I got to wrap up and maybe have time for a call or two. The show blew by today. Great conversation with Tim Ripper Owens. We had a lot going on, as usual, but we'll try to get a call or two, and tomorrow we'll do nothing but calls for a free-for-all, so fear not if you didn't get through today. But we'll come back with a little more here on a Thursday next.
Alrighty. Aerosmith have booked a performance for Steven Tyler's second annual Grammy Awards viewing party to benefit his Janie's Fund charity. Now, the event will take place the night of the awards, February 10th in Hollywood. It'll be the band's second performance of 2019 following a February 1st headlining gig as part of the Super Bowl Music Fest at State Farm Arena in Atlanta. In addition to that concert, the event will include a VIP cocktail reception and dinner, a live auction, and, of course, a viewing of the awards telecast. Now, Tyler helped to create the Janie's Fund initiative to help bring hope and healing to young women across the country who have suffered from abuse and neglect.
Great work that Steven Tyler's doing. Very cool that Aerosmith is going to perform at that. And, hey, we're looking for an LA invasion in February. Just saying.
Fingers crossed.
Maybe I could drop by Stephen T's. He didn't say all that stuff you said before.
No, he did.
He did that whole thing he said on stage. It's been 40 years.
Yeah,
that whole deal.
The whole spiel. There's video of it online.
Okay, I just thought he said at the end, okay, we're going away now, and that's it. Regardless, I personally, and I don't know anything about anything here. I'm not saying I got any real news. I'm just speaking as a fan, as I do. To me, I wouldn't be overly concerned about that if I was a huge U2 fan. To me, I just take that as we're going away now, meaning we need to take a break. We need to recharge. We need to get away from each other. I don't think that there's any hidden, veiled thing in that. I think that if U2 were going to end and call it a day, there would be much more to it than a passing comment at the last show of a tour. So I think there's way little going on with this in the big picture, and look, they're not going to miss an opportunity. I don't know the guys in U2, but I don't think that anybody's going to miss an opportunity to play the farewell card. They've yet to play it. They got at least 2 or 3 hands to play.
Well, Eddie,
they can go and come back 3, 4 more times.
Not only that, the reason why I agree with you, 2 important points to note. U2 have several big anniversaries coming up. 2020 marks 40 years since their debut album Boy, and 2021 marks 30 years since the release of Achtung Baby.
Yeah, I think fans and others get way more involved and excited about anniversaries than the band members themselves do in most cases. I've seen that repeatedly. Also, the record labels get excited about anniversaries who own the catalogs because it's an opportunity for them to exploit the catalog and do special editions. So, some artists, address that sort of stuff, and some don't even like to talk much about even landmark anniversaries because, they don't want to think about it. They're always thinking ahead to the next thing.
They did that Joshua Tree tour, and it raked in coin.
Yeah, but my point is if U2 is thinking about ending, they're not going to not end because there's a potential anniversary coming up. That's my point. But I just think that what I take his comment, my interpretation is just that he said, hey, we're going away now. We're going to get away from each other, get some downtime, get apart from each other, recharge. And then they'll address and see what they want to do. The thing I would believe, and what most bands would do at their age after this much work, is tour less. Do more specific special shows where, not constantly do long tours. Interesting talking to the Deep Purple guys who, again, are all 70 plus. And these guys have toured relentlessly still. I mean, they tour in places of the world nobody goes. They tour like they're kids still. It's remarkable. They were just in Japan a couple weeks ago. They were in Russia before that. They're in Mexico right now. Of course, they did a couple runs in the U.S. with Priest, and then before that with Alice Cooper. I mean, they are constantly playing around the globe. It's amazing where most of these artists at around this age say, no, we'll do a
a special show here or there. We'll do a week somewhere. So everybody handles it differently depending upon how they're feeling. But when we talk to Ian Pace about this, obviously they're in the home stretch now. They see the end, and that's why they're calling this the long goodbye. But in the case of U2, I still think U2, to me, even though I know they've been around for a long, long time, they still don't feel old to me at all. They look good. They still play good. Bono, of course, is still great vocally. I don't see any cracks in their armor that they would have to do this beyond the fact that they just don't want to be on the road. But again, a band like that tours at the highest level. Those guys each can have their private jet. So it's not all that taxing. But I